What's up, guys? I'm Chad Barnes, and welcome to the channel. Here, it's all about real car talk, from simple fixes to smart driving tips and keeping your ride in top shape. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, and make sure you watch all the way through. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Let's get to it.
Not always, but most often a cool product is made by companies with a rich history. In general, as in Pushkin and experience, the son of difficult mistakes, which the company Michelin certainly does not occupy. Michelin tires are known by many generations of drivers, pilots, motorcyclists and cyclists on all continents. They are also known by those who drive in winter, from the inhabitants of the Russian Arctic Circle to those who live in vacation in the French Alps. What should a person, whose life is worth its weight in gold, arrive there with dignity and confidence in order to get down the slope quickly and in pleasure? If not in a French car, then certainly in reliable and sturdy tires. Michelin, of course, you can start a winter slalom on a serpentine road. And beyond your will, in reverse and with a visual effect worthy of a viral video. In short, in this case you can use summer tires and a guardian angel. But the glory of Bourville and Richard is not for everyone. For fun there are skis with a minimum coefficient of grip, and the fate of the right tires in winter, monotonous and even boring work. Let's say that suitable for winter mountain roads, they were initially made by snow chains so popular in Europe. However, installation and removal of such chains is an extreme occupation, and the French, as it is known, love comfort. And so in 1972 the company patented a winter tread with lamellae, thin slits in the blocks. That's what it is with its multi-stage grip will help on snow and even ice. And so it came to be. However, the mandatory winter chains in the Alps were still not cancelled, but in 1974 they banned the use of studs in Central Europe. This did not prevent Michelin from becoming one of the world's leading manufacturers and exporters of winter tires, studded in particular. They may be boring for some, you can't drift, but in rallyist terms, they have a lot of grip. Of course, it differs depending on whether the model is studded or non-spiked. Bristling with at least 250 spikes of a special design with a steel casing, a tungsten carbide insert and an insert in the upper part of the casing that prevents the spike from wearing away separately from the tread. The result, Michelin X-Ice North 4 with directional tread, one of the most popular models on the Russian market since 2018. By the way, according to Michelin's research, 77% of Russian car owners are fans of studded tires. Suburban outings and trips in cities that do not know snowplows and salt solutions in a semi-annual winter, this is definitely for Michelin X-Ice North 4. You do not need to be a prophet to predict the behavior of this tire. The tire was designed with the WRC model in mind, or more precisely, the efficient stud shape used there for the first time. For Michelin X-Ice North 4 they created a strong iron flex carcass and at the same time added extended block sectors and a central stiffener. The final tread pattern is a well-proven herringbone, working in all directions. But it seemed not enough, and perfectionist chemists added to the rubber compound a pinch of the very predictable boringness in the form of elastomers, making them show the effect at low temperatures. Simply put, to provide the softness of the tread necessary for traction with the pavement. In general, not to be amused under any conditions. Michelin X-Ice Snow may seem a little less boring due to the lack of studs. Give gas in a corner, run a dozen meters in a controlled skid. It is possible with a very great desire, but you cannot change the character set from birth. The tire clings stubbornly to snow, even loose, even compressed, leaving minimal chances for fun on the road. Everything is calculated by science, mathematically boring, but reliable. By the way, the V-shaped tread type of the model of the Michelin X-Ice Snow echoes the Michelin X-Ice North 4, but has a larger number of blocks and sipes, which is not surprising, based on the purpose, for snowy, harsh winters. The sipes are both U-shaped and of variable thickness. Hence the famous sticking effect of winter friction tires. But not without the products of the chemical industry, which changed the physical properties of tires. Granular polymers were added to the tread compound, after which it became known as flex ice. Its trick is in the change of characteristics at different temperatures. At plus temperatures the tire is stiffer, at minus temperatures it is softer. But the main effect of the granules is the absorption of the water film in the contact patch. They create the effect of water absorption on ice and also form microsponges for better tire grip. In simplistic terms, the tread has the effect of a sponge, only with microscopic pores. That's for sure. Some reference kitchen nerdness transferred to tire production. The most interesting thing is that Michelin has ensured that the tire's traction properties change minimally with time and wear. More precisely, until the tread wear of 4 mm is reached. This is a matter of both the tread pattern and the composition of the rubber compound. In general, even tires that have seen thousands of kilometers behave almost like new, minimally increase braking distance in contrast to competitors and do not give away their mileage and age in any special way. The essence of this proprietary concept is not only in preserving the performance of tires despite wear. The higher their service life, the lower the cost of producing new tires. First of all, the cost of hydrocarbons needed both to generate electricity and to produce the tires themselves. It is probably very boring to count millions of tons of CO2 emitted into the atmosphere during these processes, but we can't do it without taking care of the environment today. At least 6.6 million tons of CO2 will not be released into the atmosphere of Europe. And there will be no need to dispose of 128 million tons of tires per year. From a rational point of view, this approach is correct, but for some people it is completely unacceptable and conservative. Every 3, or even 2 seasons, a certain car owner arranged an entertainment for himself. He researched the market of new winter tires, sat on the sites of tire online stores, and finally, made forays into tire showrooms, where he felt and sniffed each lamella, and almost tried the studs on the tooth. So, is that it now? I bought a Michelin, and the pre-winter pleasure is nothing for 5 years, or even more. Naturally, in Michelin only for the tires to perform their duty without any reservations. No, after 1 year the braking efficiency of the tires will be reduced by 10%, after 3 years, by 25%, etc. All completely honest and even with an unexpected twist. Tests conducted in 2017 to 2018 by Test World on behalf of Michelin showed that the braking distance of the Michelin X-Ice North 4 in one of the popular sizes is on average 3.7 meters shorter than its competitors. But the same tires, after 10,000 kilometers, show a braking result 4.7 meters shorter than the competition. Similar tests were conducted with friction or non-split tires of the Michelin X-Ice Snow. At least in the work on snow they remain effective to the last. The fact is that the depth of the sipes is made as deep as possible, again, to the limit of 4 mm of tread depth. But to achieve such wear, it is necessary to roll many tens of thousands of kilometers in winter and certainly not 1 and not 2 seasons. Naturally, not forgetting to remove winter tires for summer and provide them with proper storage. Such tires to the end will be self-cleaning from snow, displace water from the contact spot and do not deliver the owner often risky fun on the road. There is no shamanism involved. All the same previously described technologies of improving long-life rubber compound with additives of modern elastomers, computer methods of tread design and stud distribution, and a love for nature and clean air. Based on production in and for Russia, not only French, by the way. Michelin winter tires are not for everyone, and neither are celebrity restaurants. If you have a craving for novelty in your soul, who will forbid you to change your tires annually or taste fast food every day? If you want to brighten up a monotonous winter drive with eccentric pirouettes, Michelin tires are not for you either. Finally, if instead of music in the cabin or conversation with passengers you are more accustomed to the bickering of tires with asphalt, Michelin is also better not to think about. By the way, the last advice has a very good reason. Logically, 250 studs Michelin X-Ice North 4, the number depends on the size, should make it very noisy. But this science could not resist computer modeling. When installing each stud, the program went through 1400 possible variations. As a result, the model's noisiness remained the same as its predecessor, but with a much smaller number of spikes. This was confirmed by the results of the 2018 tests conducted by the German company TÜV. Among the competitors, the Michelin X-Ice North 4 showed one of the best results in terms of acoustic comfort in various speed ranges. But back to those who didn't make it into our top 5 categorical refuseniks for Michelin. They are not nerds at all, but treat winter driving as a harsh annual necessity. In short, without any nonsense on public roads. And these are owners of both modest microliters and quite adult, powerful and charged cars. Based on the demand, in 2021 Michelin has expanded the number of tire sizes of the Michelin XI Snow from 94 to 140 with a seating diameter of 14 to 22 inches. The lineup Michelin XI North 4 has over 100 sizes, which is a lot. By the way, each of these models, purchased at an authorized Michelin tire center, receives a company warranty 5 years from the date of purchase against manufacturing defects, as well as 1 year against punctures and cuts. In conclusion, while Michelin winter tires may not be the most thrilling topic, their performance and safety features are anything but boring. With superior grip, enhanced stability, and reliable durability, these tires are designed to keep you safe and confident on the road during the winter months. Investing in quality winter tires is a smart choice that prioritizes your safety and driving experience. So, when it comes to winter driving, remember that choosing the right tires can make all the difference, ensuring that you can focus on enjoying the journey, no matter the conditions. Thank you for watching, and drive safely this winter.